During the pandemic, the RV community saw a big rise in people hitting the road with the family and RVing across the country. Well, it hasn't slowed down. And if you're looking to get an RV, you might want to first look into RV sharing. And join us today is CEO of RV Sharing, John Gray. Welcome, John. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
So, all right, let's get right into this because according to 2022, RV Sharing Travel Trends reports that there will be a big climb in people traveling coming up this year. Let's talk a little about that.
Yeah, so that's what our survey says. Basically, everybody is ready to get back out on the road and travel. After a couple of years of being cooped up with a pandemic, people are planning to resume their normal travel frequency or even expand it to make up for lost time. We're also seeing outdoor travel come to the forefront of the consideration set. Over half of our respondents said that they, want to take a road trip or RV trip in the next 12 months. And then the last thing we saw is that the work from anywhere movement is big. And it's here to stay. 3/4 of respondents said their travel considerations are planned for now with the idea that they can work remotely in mind. And 40% of those respondents said that they have more flexibility to work remotely post-pandemic than they did going into the pandemic.
Man, I'll tell you, I got hooked on it. I love doing it. And that's just from me doing RV Share. What are we going to see coming up this year with, of course, RV sharing and people getting out there?
So you're going to see a lot of people go to national parks. That's the meat and potatoes of the RV industry. That's what people like to do, the Great American Road Trip. You're also going to see new trip types, like people taking RVs to music festivals, to tailgates, to sporting events, things like that. And, those people will then have this great place to stay with an air conditioner, a kitchen, and a comfortable bed while everybody else is sleeping on the ground in a tent. So that's something that we expect to see this year. We also, there's a ton of demand for RVs right now. So we see a lot of people renting RVs as a test drive, an extended test drive for an RV that they may want to buy.
I'm also noticing people, too, who are getting RVs are actually looking to share to give these people experiences, too, which is really great. So what's something that people should be looking for in 2022 when they're thinking about going RVing?
So as you're looking to go RVing in 2022, I think more options are available to you. There's better campgrounds. The campgrounds have had a couple of really good years in a row. They've taken the money they've earned and reinvested it in incredible experiences at these campgrounds. You can go stay at a campground that has water slides. Most campgrounds now have good internet, which is very important for the work from anywhere movement. 2/3 of the respondents to our survey actually said they require great Wi-Fi on their trip. So you're going to see a lot more of that available at campgrounds, and just different trip types, like taking an RV and going to Alaska instead of going on a cruise. I think you'll see things like that emerge this year as well.
And we got to mention people who are looking to buy RVs should, of course, pretty much go to RV Sharing to see if it's something they want to do. But also, I like, too, the community is there to help those who are looking to get into RVing.
Absolutely. We have a great community. You can come to the website at RVshare.com. You can ask questions. You can look up content and articles around how to operate an RV, how to rent it, all those types of things. And one of the things that's great for people who own an RV already is that if you rent it out through RVshare, over half of our users who rent out through RVshare are able to cover 100% or more of their ownership costs by renting it out. So it's a great way to take your RV and turn it into a second source of income.
John, I wish I could sit and talk with you more because I am a new RV person. I love it. And again, I'm having a great time, looking forward to getting down the road. But of course, for those viewers out there, where can they find out more information?
So for more information, you can come to our website at RVshare.com.
So, perfect. John, thanks for joining us. And I'm looking forward to getting down the road, doing some RVing.